in life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we're staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tori? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tori, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tori? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tori Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tori Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tori Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tori Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, thank you for joining me this Wednesday, April 29th, 2026. Hey, it's so much going on the show today. We got guests coming through. We got the fire chief coming through. It's going to be another powerful show for you today. Who we got in the chat? Kawanda is in the chat. Not really a city girl. I see you, girl. Josh is in the chat. Salute, Josh. Lori Patterson, I see you in the chat. Mo the Elephant, greetings, everyone. Mo the Elephant says greetings to everyone. Jeff, salute. Jeff is in the chat. Sincere Running Ray Real is in the chat. I see SE. It's me, SE, in the chat. Hey, look, we got a lot to discuss today on the show. And it's around that time of the year again, Truth Nation, where the Wisconsin Broadcast Association Awards will be there this Saturday. We'll be there this Saturday. Now, once they say that you're nominated, you don't know if you're in first, second, or third place. So you basically already in first or second or third place. You just going to find out what place you're in. And I think that I'm up for best interview. I guess this year is best interview. And I'll say this, if I get this one, Andrew, I think that'll be like 11 of these things. Yeah. So that's amazing for when we first started 5 years. So that's amazing. Whether it's first, second, or third place, any kind of place in a large market programming as far as like broadcasting, it's amazing. So like I said, I'm here for it. And I think Kyle Wallace I think they got him in the best show category. And Ken is in the significant programming or something like for the Truth Summit. So it's just me, Kyle, and Ken that are up for Wisconsin Broadcast Association Awards this year. So like I said, salute to everybody right here on 101.7 The Truth, because every day we come in and try to bring y'all the best possible broadcast possible. And I love my teammates right here, not only in The Truth, but across the board at 620 WTMJ. I love all of my teammates at ESPN Wisconsin. We all come together and we all try to make the best product for those that are listening. And when you talk about the WBAs, that means that you're being honored in a space of being the best in the state of Wisconsin, among the best in your broadcast field. So I think it's powerful, Andrew. I think that's powerful. But we gonna see, Andrew. Andrew, what's gonna happen when we win the best for best interview? We're gonna go up there and we're gonna turn up.
I feel like you should probably go up there. I don't know if they'll want me up there.
No, we all go up there.
All right, there you go.
I mean, they gonna wonder, okay, this Black Talk Radio, what is this white guy doing?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And they go, what's going on with this white guy?
Save ourselves some questions.
Hey, look, because we done been there. We come up there. They familiar with the truth, because the truth always represented well in a state where you don't see a lot of black broadcasters. I'm talking about spread it out. Once you get outside of Wisconsin and maybe Green Bay and Racine, you may not see black broadcasters. So a lot of the times, a lot of these stations from all over the city, I mean, not all over the city, but all over Wisconsin, they come together to, measure where they stand in their respective markets. So this is amazing. I love going up there because that means that you're competing, you're being competitive, not only with what's going on in the city, but you're competing with everybody across the state of Wisconsin. So I like that we're first, second, or third right now. Wisconsin is a huge state, and it's radio stations all over.
Oh yeah,
the state of Wisconsin. And when I'm telling you, it's all broadcasters. This is like the Super Bowl of like broadcast. Good food, and it goes for like what, 3 hours, two and a half hours.
Yeah, it's like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah, so it's just a great event. Like I said, sometimes I'll be a couple times I was fasting. Yeah, I was fasting around this time. So this year I made sure I'm not fasting around this time because the food was so good. Kyle and Ben, salute to Ben Jammin, would try to take my food because they knew I was fasting. So Ben would always take the sweets and stick his fork into me and say, you ain't eating this, you fast. So I'll be sitting there, yeah, I'm fasting. I'm not going to eat it right now. So it was interesting. So I said I made it my goal not to fast around WBAs.
Hard goal to keep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going. You put the fork down though, so you may not even eat your food.
Hey, you might take it off my plate.
No, I'm not taking nothing off nobody's plate. I ain't never did that. But what I will do is I might try to, if you got a chocolate chip cookie, I might try to get your chocolate chip cookie, but I don't think that they're gonna be serving chocolate chip cookies. That's the one dessert that I can't turn down.
There should be more chocolate chip cookies around.
Well, it's one at the 3rd Street Market Hall. There's one over there by the new burger spot.
Really?
Yeah, it's a $3 chocolate chip cookie. I got it yesterday.
How was it?
It was powerful. It was powerful, Andrew. Hey, look, when we come back, we gonna get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
I won tickets last week on your show to see The Wiz. I just wanted to call and say thank you and say I appreciate you. I appreciate the show. I appreciate the station. That was a core memory that was made last night. The Wiz was an amazing performance.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Yeah, he came up from the struggle. Learned to listen more to speak. Pulling chairs up at the courthouse. For the folks no one would see. Phone ringing on a Sunday. Some mama crying through the line. Yeah. He said, text me all the names. I'm on your side. We'll find the time. Tori, keep going. You can't stop now. Yeah. You the voice when they shut us out. Every block, every tear, every promise you vow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tori, keep going. You can't clock out when the pain gets loud. Yeah. You stand your ground. Yeah. Never get hard. That's what
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Look, I want to go over to Kenosha County, where there's a situation that went on with a restaurant, a McDonald's out there at Paddock Lake in Kenosha County. Now, I ain't never been out here. I ain't never been out to Paddock Lake. But they said customers found worms in their drinks. And this story is disgusting, Truth Nation. So this is why you always got to look at your food. You just can't just get it because it's hot and warm and just put it in your mouth, or just grab it because it's cold and just start drinking. You got to actually look nowadays because you might see a worm. 3 separate customers found worms in their drinks from the drive-through soda machine at this McDonald's at Paddock Lake. This is in Kenosha County. We got some video on this. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. Let's listen.
It all started with an order from McDonald's right here in Paddock Lake.
We had purchased 2 coffees and a smoothie.
And ended with a disturbing discovery.
We threw all of the rest of it away right away because it was so disgusting.
Jasmine Gursky posted on a local Facebook group after she says she found a worm in her drink. 2 other customers who she says she doesn't know chimed in, saying it happened to them too.
The worm came through the straw, it went into my mouth, I spit it out in my hand, and I was contemplating life because I've never had something that gross happen to me in my life. It's absolutely disgusting.
Kenosha County Public Health says it received multiple consumer complaints about the worms and came out to inspect the restaurant on Monday. According to the report, management told inspectors they noticed worms coming from a sewage receptacle under their drive-through soda and ice machine over the weekend. A health officer said recent flooding may have caused a failure in the floor drain and tiles, allowing water to come back through the machine.
Regular just tea expect a worm to be inside of it.
No, yeah, and it's not just an earthworm, it's a sewage worm. So that makes it even worse. If you have a kid, you wouldn't want to feed that to your kid. Nobody would want to feed a sewage worm to their kids.
Hi, this is Glenda with TMJ4. I called the McDonald's location directly, and the manager told me they can't comment and referred me to their licensee. Hello. I spoke with a representative there who transferred me to another contact, but I did not hear back. According to the inspection report, McDonald's management hired a pest control company to service the area and plans to have repairs done soon. Kenosha County Public Health has now ordered a reinspection of the drive-through soda machine before it can be put back into service.
All right, so this is early. Now, this ain't even the tourist season. And thank God that these stories is coming out, because you go out, you hanging out, you go grab a cold drink, a tasty beverage, and he said the worm came through the straw. And what if he would have digested this worm? Like, you thought you had parasites, Andrew. I'm just trying to tell you.
That's one way to put the fork down.
That's crazy. Like, and then if you look at the pictures, the worm was in a clear soda. It was a clear container. It was a clear drink. How come nobody saw the worm? How can you not see the worm in a clear drink? I can see if the drink was like a Pepsi. What it looked like, when you look at the drink, it looked like it was a clear drink, or maybe for TV they put it back in water or something. Maybe it was. It could have been a Coca-Cola.
I think he said he was drinking a tea, Tori.
A dark tea.
Yeah, but that's still not acceptable.
I'm just saying, how do you not know you got worms crawling in the drink? Hey, you got to be more careful nowadays.
You got to keep your head on a swivel.
Not on your head on a swivel. You got to keep your eyes on the swivel.
I'm just thinking to myself, like,
you got to be looking at your food. I saw a video where a guy opened up his burger, and it was maggots in the burger. Like, he just happened to, like, just open it up just to look at it and see, because I guess sometimes people don't want ketchup or mayo. So I guess when he opened it up, it was like a maggot in there or something. Bruh. So what I'm saying is, sometimes when you go to the restaurant, the food come out, they hand you the bag. You don't even open it up to check and look at it or nothing. You just go start chewing on it. I wonder how many things people have eaten without just checking to see what they've actually ordered and to look.
I don't think this has ever happened to me.
You don't know because you ate it up.
You think it ever happened to you?
It could have.
No,
it was
I don't think so.
Hold on. Sometimes, like, when I'm hungry, and I go and I trust that, what was in the wrapper, because I didn't do no specialty order. It's just a basic whatever I ordered, so it wasn't nothing complicated. So, yeah, I'm just chewing on it. I'm just going to eat it.
I can tell you with certainty that there's no time in my life that I have put something in my mouth that I did not want in my mouth. Like, I'm always looking at my food like that. You know what I mean? Like, if there was a worm in my cup, I would have known prior to putting the straw to my lips.
Josh in the chat says, this is why we need to start cooking our meals at home. Because you never know with these fast foods. It was a story that we had where it was a Chinese restaurant somewhere, and I don't even know if we even played this story. I think I sung you this story like last week. It was a Chinese restaurant that was getting roadkill off the highway and bringing it into the restaurant to cook it. If we find that story, I want to play that story. But what happened was somebody saw one of the workers from the Chinese restaurant out by the back skinning the roadkill. Skinning the roadkill, and that's how they got caught. Because the Chinese restaurant was right off the highway. So when the roadkill something would happen on the road, they would try to get it, saying it was fresh. So technically, the inspector came in and found that the deer meat was in the freezers from the Chinese restaurant. This was like a recent story. But I'll say this. What I found out about that story is it's not illegal to get roadkill if you get it like as soon as it get hit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, if it's within the freshness without decaying or sitting on the side of the road, they can get it and skin it, get the meat, and then they can serve it. It's on the plate. That's wild, Andrew.
Yeah, that happened in Louisiana, Tori, and I was going through it because I remember we pulled the story. I'm looking for it right now for us. But, it's insane. Also, that Chinese restaurant, man, what do you mean you're serving me deer? That's one where I could see me accidentally eating something bad. Like, you go to a Chinese restaurant, you go to a place, all of a sudden you're eating roadkill. That's out of my control. I have no control over that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that makes you when you call something orange chicken or sesame chicken, like all of these different names, is it real? Is it real like game like chicken that you get, chop it up and put it in there, or is it something else? I don't know. Hey, did we ever find the deer story? Not the Chinese story with the deer. That is crazy. Sir Charles in the chat says, bruh, now you got everybody and their mama paranoid about eating out. Yes, cooking at home is far safer and makes so much better sense economically, unless you must take your girlfriend out or get stabbed. Oh, what kind of relationship you in? Oh, wow. Hey. Well, we got the clip of it. Okay, so I was talking about the Chinese restaurant. This was something I was going to play like last week or something, but we never got to it. But this is where you got to be careful when you eating out all the time. Not really a city girl in the chat says, I stopped eating meat 7 months ago. She stopped eating meat 7 months ago. Kawana says, no, I don't. I look at all my food before putting it in my mouth. And for the most part, I get my things plain. She don't get too complicated with the food. She just makes it plain. So when she look at it, X, Y, and Z, okay, it's time to eat. Like, sometimes if I'm not paying attention, I don't examine it. I'm not going to get on here and say I examine everything. I do not. Like, and most of the times I do, like, inspect. Like, most of the time. But not every time. Not every single time. So ain't no telling. That's why you got to fast. That's why you got to, they say that's why you got to detox. Elizabeth Brown always say you got to get rid of them parasites. Just in your gut. You got to get rid of them gut parasites. But do we got the story ready? Okay, we don't have the story ready. I guess he's trying to get the... I wanted to share that story. That was something that I had on the docket. But look, when we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at UPath Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upathride.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Even if the system don't make sense anymore. And that's the part we got to be honest about. Education is not a theory. It's not a title. It's not a category. It's a student, it's a teacher, it's a classroom, and there's learning. Everything, everybody else, including the superintendent herself, are secondary. Assistant superintendents, or whatever the heck you call them, deputy, chief of school, everybody, they are secondary if a child's not learning. The student is the number one thing there. So if we've reached the point where the only way to defend the system is to argue that keeping teachers out of the classroom is essential to education, then we're not just confused. We backwards. And when policy, practice, priorities, and money collide like that, there's only one word for all of this: nonsensical.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 to 6, live on YouTube and broadcasting on 1017 The Truth.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7. The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Brewers' bats came to life, cracking out 15 hits and 13 runs to take the series opener from the Diamondbacks 13-2. The crew cranked out 7 runs in the 6th, extending their 6-2 lead to 13-2. Brewers manager Pat Murphy.
We hit a homer tonight. You guys know that I ordered that. I asked Sal, would you do me a favor? Go ahead and homer and get these guys off my back. Ruthless guys.
The crew is back at it tonight against the Diamondbacks at 6:40. The Milwaukee Bucks still have yet to publicly announce their new head coach, Taylor Jenkins, which means the Bucks head coach job is still vacant. Doc Rivers officially stepped down as Bucks head coach on April 13th and retired on April 17th after 27 years of coaching. I'm Nazir Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Word on the street, Tory Lowe for the people. 40 acres and a horse for the people. And it's mine, life short for the people. Black Hawk down, he reports for the people. If he ride on the beat, it's gonna be a little lethal. He'll at his feet, he the ghetto Grim Reaper. Bird box down, no one saw, no one seen her. Asking about the gunshot sound, what's the meaning? Riding around the town, where it's from, where they keep her. Eastbound, upper echelon in a beamer. Rodeo around, fuck a meaner. We gon' be in the sky in a minute, different level. 40K with the real shovels. Black, they tryna take my crown, but I won't back down, and I'm never gon' fold. No, I'm never gon' fold. Oh, word on the street, Tory Lowe for the people. 40 acres and a horse for the people. And it's mine, life short for
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nazir Spencer. Nazir in studio.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Nazir?
I'm good. I want to touch back on some topics from the past that we've talked about. The first one being most recent one, obviously, Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion. I know it's a little bit old news now, but people still ongoing talking about how they go cheat on their mans and, idolize.
Cheat on their man?
Yeah, idolize.
Over a celebrity relationship?
Yeah.
So do celebrity relationships have that much power?
I guess hers do. I'm telling you, that Rock Nation.
It'll make women go out and strike out against men.
Thing is,
because she broke up with Klay Thompson.
I ain't see this much outrage.
Wild. If that's the case,
I ain't seen that much.
This generation is through.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It's awful. They idolizing it. I didn't see this much outrage when Beyonce got cheated on. I'm pretty sure she got cheated on, right?
Right. That's why she made Lemonade.
Yeah. So I didn't see this much. I mean, I guess the music backed it up, so people didn't care about it as much. But I wanted to show you this video of this lady talking about claims Megan Thee Stallion made Klay Thompson famous. Look, and I'm not saying that Klay's the most famous basketball player ever, but he's pretty famous. He has a catalog of dating women that were famous as well. So Megan Thee Stallion didn't make Klay Thompson. For those listening, again, I'm not condoning the cheating part. That part is lame. But if we go sit here and talk some facts, Klay Thompson is very famous, and Megan Thee Stallion did not make him famous.
Let me tell you something. Klay Thompson has 4 rings.
4 rings. Best shooter, second best shooter ever.
He's been in how many All-Star games?
A lot.
Okay.
I don't know the exact number, but
all right, so what I'm saying is these are the women. See, I'll say this. Some people are just living under a rock.
Yeah.
They culture is to get out and try to land somebody with some cash.
Yeah.
And this is what's being pushed many times, for a lot of the glam ideas, hotties ideas, the baddie ideas. Go out there, get you, a sugar daddy or somebody with some cash or whatever. You know what I mean? So Klay Thomas fit that mold that Megan Thee Stallion raps about. Get you a boss. Get you somebody that got some paper. But then when you break up, all right, then he's the villain now. So this is what I call the victim mentality. Like,
see, the question
how come when you go to Facebook anyway and put your business out on the street?
Yeah, that makes no sense. Who does that? Who do you know goes straight to the internet and is just straight up just clowning them? It's telling all the business. People online are saying the PR stunt is over.
Well, I'll say this. I see a lot of regular people put their business out on the internet too. Like once you put your business out in the public, and wait, first of all, it's none of my business what you doing with your relationship.
Right.
But once you put it out in the public, you let me into your business. And this is what people are doing. Then they'll say, well, I don't know why everybody in my business.
You see how that go back?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Mind y'all business. No, you stuck this on the internet.
Right. Did people really think they were going to get married, though? Because real talk, she's been in talks with multiple people talking about settling down. It never worked out. But look, I want you to listen to this video of this lady saying that Megan Thee Stallion made Klay Thompson famous.
A lot of these guys are looking for women that boost their social status and image. We didn't know Klay Thompson. We didn't know Klay Thompson before Meg Thee Stallion. And while these guys have more money than these girls have social and global influence. Meg Thee Stallion made Klay a global star, whether he wants to admit it or not.
Okay, so I want to preface this with if what Megan Thee Stallion said is
look, this is
delusional.
This is delusion. Okay, this is coming from a hardcore NBA fan, of course. So I'm a little biased, but let's be real here. If you know who Steph Curry is, which everyone on the globe, like she said, global impact. Everyone knows who Steph Curry is. You know who Klay Thompson.
Well, there's a lot of women that don't watch basketball.
I know, but if you know who Steph Curry is, I mean,
it's a lot of women that probably don't know who Steph Curry is.
That's what I know. I'm saying just overall impact. Like she said, like she mentioned, worldwide impact. I mean, you just got to know. If you know, you know.
Well, Mo the Elephant says, well, Klay ate the spaghetti and had his parents ate her food.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say about eating people's spaghetti?
Do something.
My grandma told me don't never eat no girl spaghetti unless you go marry.
That's a real quote.
That's that black magic.
Wow.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's a real quote. I didn't know that.
I'm trying to tell you. Nobody ever told you.
Nobody told me that.
You out here eating spaghetti.
No, I ain't eating nobody's spaghetti. No. That's a good point. I've never eaten anybody's spaghetti now that I think about it.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That's crazy to think about. I never know that. That's a cool quote. I'm going to use that.
That's old school.
Yeah. Bring it back.
That's my granny generation. My grandma never told me don't never eat nobody's spaghetti.
Wow. That's a good one. Hey, she's right, though. Clearly.
Hey.
The family ate the spaghetti.
That voodoo, baby. She probably splashed that love potion in there.
She made a whole Thanksgiving meal for them.
Jeff said, stop it, Tori. No, I'm just saying.
Hey, that's a good
Sometimes
point,
you got to, you don't want to think somebody trying to get you.
Yeah, she was trying to get him.
Hey.
You think?
She thought she landed somebody. But I did see something, and I think I screenshotted it.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was saying that since he was a basketball player, she was demanding $750 a month to be his girlfriend.
She got money, though, man.
That's what I'm saying. And I seen this post the other day, and I mentioned it.
Yeah.
Then I seen somebody else repost. So it could be a fake AI story.
It could be fake, but
because she got money.
She got money, but let's be real. The NBA money is different. All right, I know that Rock Nation money be hidden, but I don't know that I don't know I don't know if that's true or not, man. Because I mean, although I do believe it was a PR stunt, because like this is kind of a random relationship, and like Klay was falling off, and so was her music. Because I mean, you name an album since 2020 that Megan Thee Stallion dropped.
I think she dropped like solo. She does what Cardi B does.
Yeah, but
all right, check. This is the formula. Cardi B made a slick formula.
Mm-hmm.
She made solo records that went platinum.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Then she dropped the album with the solo records on the album, which put her a platinum automatic.
Now Megan tried to do that, but I don't think it worked. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that means one of her songs weren't even platinum.
I know WAP was platinum, but
she can't use WAP on her album because it was a Cardi album.
That's what I mean.
But she's not as successful with the singles. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if she had been, then she could have added it to her album, and boom, Cardi B got the formula right now.
Somebody said that this is a music rollout. Think about it. They break up, they go online and post all this stuff, and then people go tune into the music that she make. As soon as she go drop a diss on Klay probably in the next week or two. And then it's gonna drop and hit millions. Just music rollout, straight up.
Not really. A City Girl says $750 a month. No, $750,000 a month.
That's crazy.
That's what they were saying in the post.
She's been in a bunch of movies and TV shows as like cameo appearances too. It's not like she's just been like hanging out.
She went to She-Hulk. That's the only show I can think of top of my head. I mean,
she was in a play recently.
She's in a play. That was a good. That was a good.
But I think that they said that she had to take some time off because of the breakup with Klay.
Well, no, I think she had like a medical incident that time.
Oh,
and during the play.
Know.
That was recent, I think. I don't know when it was, but it was. She had like a medical incident, and then she had to come back or something. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I was told that it was or not told, but I saw online and I was reading into it. And I'm like, that would make sense for her music to like have this roll up because Rock Nation be doing some shady stuff like that. They just kind of
create the drama,
then drop your music right after. You know,
get everybody attention, then drop them. That's the formula.
It works. You know, think about it. When Tori got locked up, she dropped something like a month after. You know, like,
well,
I don't know.
All I'm saying is we got to stop following these celebrity relationships.
It's never going to end, man.
Because, we don't really know the truth.
Right.
And then people gossip, blogs, start making up their own little version of what happened. And people feeling their fan base from the drama.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know what's real no more.
It's sad. It's sad to see. Look, another situation with relationship on the, I guess, Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel. I told you I want to come back to it real quick. Listen, some more stuff.
Here we go.
Some more stuff. She made a playlist on Spotify, and it says for Mike or something like that, or just Mike. What other Mike does she have in her life? Her child.
It's more Mikes. It's more Mikes out here for the.
Tori. Her kid is named Michael. Okay.
Name some of the songs on this playlist. See, you don't even know the songs on the playlist.
I don't got the songs on
it could be Baby Shark on there.
Nah.
You don't even know. I mean, I'm just saying, here we go.
Nah, she got caught up, man. That's everybody was just like saying like this is it's getting worse and worse. And
what's the top 10 songs on this playlist?
I don't know
because this could be. That's what I'm saying. You threw that out there.
I'm just saying.
And I hear you. Spotify,
it's a bad look.
I feel you, but let me hear the songs first. Like, let me see if it's a love. Now, if I can, sometimes women will sing you a song because that's how they feel about you. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Sometimes women be like, you know what? I'm thinking about you. This is the song that represents how I feel right now.
Okay. All right.
And so if the playlist got some songs on there that's freaky or something like some love.
Hold on, let me look. Okay.
Do they got the list?
It say Cuff It by Beyonce.
Cuff It by
That's number one. That's the first one.
No, it ain't. Cuff It by Beyonce.
Big Energy by Lotto. Come on, man.
Okay.
I'm still Break My Soul, Beyonce.
What?
House Party by Sam Hunt. That's a country song, whatever. My Love, Route 94, Jesse Glynn, I think. I can't read that. Pump It Louder, Black Eyed Peas. I'm just saying.
That ain't no love song, Pump It.
Well, look. Raise Your Glass, Pink. Bass Down Low.
That's T.I., right?
No, this is DV or something like that. Can't Stop. That's the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know that one? Okay.
That don't sound like nothing that's going to be.
The first three?
Well, the first one.
Cuff It, Big Energy, and Break My Soul? I don't know. That's, and it's different, bro. And look, when she dropped this Spotify album, I think he went on like a 4-game losing streak. But,
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. See, once again, you started out strong.
I'm just saying.
And then the rest of the playlist just didn't make no sense.
Pump It Louder and My Love. Those are the highlights that people are talking about. Coincidentally, was shared the day after Mike Vrabel's Titans lost their 4th consecutive game. So this is back when he's on the Titans. So this has been going on for years. Because remember, he took a little year off. He ain't coached nowhere. He coached for the Titans and then left, and then came to the Patriots last year and went to the Super Bowl and lost.
Barber says Maroon 5 moves like Mick Jagger.
Hey, I ain't see that one, but probably on there somewhere.
All right, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he's trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, you can't break my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause the devil trying to kill my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Close my hand, they can't kill my spirit. They can't kill my spirit. Tory Lowe, can you lift my spirit? Cause the devil trying to kill my spirit. Feeling myself.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report. Brought to you by Nazir Spencer. Nazir, you might have flipped me on this Rainbow conversation.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because that Beyonce Cuffy song?
Yeah, you know that
Yeah,
song.
I mean, I forgot about that song. Like, you know, I don't listen to Beyonce like that. But I forgot that was one of them songs where, hey, she was just outright like, hey, it's time. So, you might be flipping me on this one.
I'll be trying to tell you.
If she got the Spotify playlist with Cuffy,
if that's real,
hey,
I'm just saying.
They might have did something.
That's rough.
And a lot of people that came back from the Beyonce concerts listening to that song, and a lot of men was happy the next day.
Happy that night.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right, listen. You know how we talking about the R&B tour, the Raymond and Brown tour,
right?
Chris Brown and Usher. For those of you who don't know, something happening again where somebody want the attention every time. Look, before the tour last year and the year before that, something always happens where somebody tries to take this man to court and brings up the Rihanna situation. Now, look, the Rihanna situation was a terrible thing he did when he was 19 years old. The man is almost 40. Okay, he's been past that. She's been past that.
They even made up.
She said that she forgives him. You know, why do we keep talking about it? Well, it's because that's the only thing they can keep on him, and that's how people can make money.
But it only works when it comes to when they want to be divisive.
Exactly.
They'll try to bring up your past.
Exactly.
But he's been thriving. He's continued to thrive. And if people had a big deal about what happened that far back, he didn't already made amends. He didn't did community service. How much more? What you want him to do? Like, then, if women were truly mad, they wouldn't be spending $1,000 a picture after they did paid to get to the concert and pay another $1,000 to take a picture with him.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so let's.
Nobody do that for Drake. Might be able to. That's about it.
Who else gonna get $1,000 a pick?
Just Drake, probably.
Do you think Drake could get 1,000?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, well.
Oh yeah. Drake.
He ain't tried it though.
He ain't tried it. He ain't gonna try it. He might. We'll see. But according to court documents obtained by TMZ, the Maria Avilia, who is suing the singer after she claims he should be held responsible for her being mauled by a dog at his LA home in 2020. So this is 6 years ago. She said she asked the judge not to limit evidence being introduced about Chris's past domestic violence or assault allegations. So she's trying to really win this case because she got mauled by a dog at his LA home in 2026. Now,
okay, what
she's seeking
was the circumstances?
I don't know. She's seeking $90 million in damages.
I don't know. Now, we're going to have to let that play out in court because I don't know all the circumstances. I just know a dog bit somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the details? Was he there? Was he present? Was he holding the chain while the dog was chewing on her leg? What's going on with this?
I don't know all the details about it. I got to look into the court.
Was he directly involved? Did he tell the dog to get her? Was she there on the property legally? I don't know.
Right, I don't know.
So many.
But
I don't know nothing about the circumstances. But at the end of the day,
right. But
you want to bring up Rihanna in this to show that he has a aggressive past, right?
Right. But that's
so was he directly involved with the dog incident?
That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense to me. This lawsuit was filed in 2021, and she argues she argues Brown failed to provide a safe working environment. The civil trial.
Okay, so he wasn't present then.
That's what the words are sounding like.
Okay,
these documents.
Safe working environment. So she was there working. Was she a house cleaner? Is she? I
think she was one of the house cleaners or workers or something like that. She's a housekeeper. Yeah. Former housekeeper. She was mauled by a dog. And it says stems from an incident that she says occurred in 2020 at Brown's home in California. She claims she was viciously attacked by Brown's dog while working at the residence, suffering severe physical injuries and significant emotional distress.
Judge is not going to allow the Rihanna stuff to come into this.
I hope not.
This is none domestic.
Yeah, this is just
she was at somebody's house.
Yeah.
Working.
Yeah.
A dog was loose. She got bit up. It ain't like they was in a relationship and he was like, "Oh, get out of my house. If you don't get out, I'm gonna let the dog get you." Like,
right. Horrific incident.
They just trying to bring it up, and this is the perfect time to bring it up because it'll get clicks
every single time. Every time he goes on tour, something pops up, and the thing is, nothing ever stops him from going on tour, which is kind of crazy to me. Stuff like this, especially. So
he just got off a successful tour.
Yeah, I went to it. It was fire.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah.
So I don't think nothing gonna happen. I'm going.
Let me tell you something. The pre-sale for this Usher.
Oh man.
And Chris Brown tour. They sold out. They had to add extra dates.
Yeah.
From the pre-sale.
That's crazy, man.
Okay, so I told you it might hit a Billy.
Yeah, you might be honest because now
this tour may hit the Billy.
They gonna be touring until December. They start in June. So this is crazy, man. Or July maybe. Man, they added on 3 dates to Atlanta. They gonna be in Atlanta for 4 shows. That's crazy. And then they added a date to Chicago, maybe a 3rd date now. I mean, Detroit got 2 already.
I'm just saying, hey, if they sell out all the ideas that they put together,
well over $1 billion.
Yeah, so
well over. I would assume.
Here we go.
And Michael Jackson, he was projected $1.4 billion just himself before he passed away. This is a Michael Jackson tree, by the way. So Usher and Chris Brown, that's under his tree. And Beyonce also, but
hold on, he mentored Usher and Chris Brown?
He mentored Usher, but Chris Brown's he's inspired by.
Okay, so you're saying that the influence.
Right. Well, okay. Usher actually performed with him.
Because a lot of these R&B singers now, the old school was taught to perform.
Yeah.
But now people just stand there holding the mic and they may do a turn, like a twist.
These are the only 2 that's performing for real.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, that old school performance was magical. The old school concerts is worth going to.
Really?
Yeah, because if you go to the old school, you had to perform.
Yeah.
It was a performance. Now, they just stand there with about 50 people standing on stage yelling.
Yeah, in the background dancing and stuff.
They don't just be yelling and getting crunk, I guess.
I guess so. Hey, real quick, I want to talk to you about the New York Times. They had a bet. They named the 30 of the greatest living American songwriters, okay? This
30 of the greatest living
songwriters,
okay.
Okay. I want to see if you agree. Young Thug, number 1. This isn't ranked, by the way. This is just the list.
He did make the lifestyle song, right?
Yeah, but
I seen people that couldn't get out the car until that song got.
That's true.
Till the song finished, they couldn't even go in the store until the song.
That's true. That's a good
finish.
Song.
So he might be up in there.
Okay, Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
You don't like that one?
Well, Jay-Z he got influence.
Okay. Songwriting though. Okay.
Yeah, he's right. He wrote Still Dre.
Okay, it's true.
All right, so
yeah, okay.
Hey.
Outkast.
Okay, yeah, I'll see that.
The Dream.
The Dream wrote some hits.
Missy Elliott.
Missy wrote some hits.
Bad Bunny. I know which one.
I don't know.
Taylor Swift. Yeah. Okay.
Do she write her stuff?
Yeah,
Taylor Swift. Okay.
Yeah, she wrote. She just got scammed by her label back then. But yeah, whatever. Mariah Carey. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Stevie Wonder. He's alive. Still.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie.
I can see Lionel.
Really?
Lionel's definitely.
I don't know about.
He wrote a lot of stuff. So.
Okay. Babyface.
Yeah, that sounds good. Babyface.
Nyla Rogers. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Smokey Robinson.
I can see Smokey. Ain't Smokey like in a lawsuit or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They got a lawsuit on Smokey. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, Smokey Robinson. He wrote a lot of Motown hits. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Lana Del Rey. I don't know too much about her, but I okay. Andrew didn't like that one. Bob Dylan. That's a good one, I think. Dolly Parton.
Dolly, for some reason, her pen game.
Yeah.
I think she wrote for. It was somebody that I was surprised that she had wrote for.
Somebody that was.
But I found out she had wrote for that person. I was like, I would have never connected Dolly Parton. Yeah. Whitney Houston.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
That song that Whitney Houston.
Will Always Love You.
The Bodyguard, I think.
Was it that one too? Okay.
Was it the I Would Always Love You? That's,
yeah, I think
that was from Dolly Parton.
Okay, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's wild. Willie Nelson. Bruce Springsteen.
Hold on, where R. Kelly at on the list?
That's what somebody in the comments said that.
Oh, who? Okay, sincerely, we was thinking the same thing. R. Kelly?
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Hey, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are, but
I'm in control.
I don't know that one.
Janet Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
See, you didn't even know that. Yeah.
That's crazy. Paul Simon, I don't know who that is. Carole King. Fiona Apple. Diane Warren, Lucinda Williams, blah, blah, blah.
All right, well.
These are all people that I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, those are.
I'm just surprised R. Kelly ain't on the list. Just because
he ain't gonna be on
he in jail and did all that other stuff, that don't mean that you don't take away the man pen game.
They go take.
They done already took the man publishing.
They took away Kanye.
That man can't even get his publishing.
They took away Kanye too. Kanye got a crazy pen. He don't be. They don't ever give him credit. Lil Wayne not on there. He don't even write. He just
Lil Wayne.
He just freestyle.
It's questionable.
Oh, stop it.
All right. Well, look, when we come back, hey, he won Drake won the first one to have OVO sweatshop.
Yeah.
Okay, so he learned from his mentor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drake learned from Lil Wayne.
Okay, so he got the writers then.
No.
Here we go. All right, look, when we come back, thank you, Nazir, for the Pop Culture Report.
Yes,
we got guests, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
I travel all around the world, Dr. Ken, and when I tell you, based on my experiences, this is like the #1 country that cares, like everything is about money. Everything.
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
I've told people in the past, you have to be careful of what you complain about and what you use as a tool because other people will take it and use it in the wrong way.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 1017 The Truth.
You've been diagnosed with COPD, but breathing seems to be getting harder. Everyday activities, walking to the mailbox, going up the stairs, talking on the phone take more effort than they used to. You're short of breath more often. Flare-ups are happening more frequently. And slowly, life starts to feel smaller. Is this you? If your COPD symptoms are getting worse, there may be options that can help you breathe easier and get back to doing more of what matters to you. That could mean walking further, spending more time with family and friends, feeling more confident leaving the house, and getting back to the life you want to live. If your COPD is changing, it's time to have a conversation with your doctor. Visit the COPD Foundation website at isthisyoucopd.org to learn the signs of severe and worsening COPD and the right questions to ask next. Take action today. Breathe better tomorrow.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 1017 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Low Show. And we got a special guest. Truth Nation. We got Fire Chief Aaron Lipsky in the studio today. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Look, Fire Chief Lipsky served the city of Milwaukee for over 25 years, joining the Milwaukee Fire Department in 1997. Lipsky is a fourth-generation Milwaukee firefighter and Milwaukee resident.
Indeed.
Powerful.
Yeah.
So, how you doing, first of all?
I'm doing really good. We got a lot going on, but got a good team working it, so we're good.
Well, I'll say this. It's a pleasure for you to be here because I've been wanting to get you on the show because I wanted to tell you you're doing an amazing job addressing a lot of the things with the fires that's going on in the city. And I would say like you brought like a powerful voice to how to resolve or things that need to be done to get ahead of it, to prevent
for sure
what's going on. And the fire chief usually is to the letter. Hey, this is a fire at this address. It was a 3-alarm or however many alarms it was. We're still investigating it, and that was pretty much it. Now with you, it's like, okay, we could have got better sprinkler systems in here.
Sure.
Like you're addressing the issues of the foundation and how it could have been corrected. And you would think that would have been going on.
Sure.
But the way that your personality is, you're making people look into things to resolve to get ahead of this when it comes to the things that's happening with the fires.
Well, there's a human element to this that gets lost in all the statistics. And I think I was always just raised and taught that our mission is the people. Our mission is saving lives, preserving people's property, hopefully maintaining a home for them to live in, try to keep the fire small. And I guess that's what drives me. And so when we have to report on a fire, it isn't good enough to just go with the old statistics. Do you know, Tori, that we used to, our primary metric for success or failure was the number of fire fatalities we had in a year. So that we would talk about that one-dimensional number, and so much is lost and missing by only looking at that.
Right. When you talk about, like, my thing is when fires used to happen in my neighborhood, many times families would call me in the aftermath. Mm-hmm. And so it happened so many times that I got with the Journal and we started talking about electrical fires. A lot of these fires are, a lot of these buildings, they're not wired correctly, or they're old. The electric outlets are outdated and things like that. So we started like just digging into like these investigations and how deep are they actually going into these investigations, or are they, so I think that many times it's a breath of fresh air to have somebody just address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
And say, hey, we need to fix these problems.
Yes.
Or this is going to continue to happen.
Yeah.
And you're very vocal and passionate about when you talk like that.
Absolutely. And on the electrical fire issue, we took a lot of heat in some of the coverage on that. And I contacted some of the reporters and journalists directly because, language is an interesting thing and word choices. And there was sort of people might have been left to believe that we were doing partial investigations or inadequate investigations when, in fact, we were investigating as far as we could legally investigate. Okay. We were doing everything we could. But the fact remains, we can quibble about that and we can argue the facts on it, but the fact remains we have huge, huge swaths of old stock housing in our city with original wiring from when it was built in 1904. That is not going to hold up to today's demand.
Right.
So,
especially in the era where everybody has phones, chargers. It used to be a problem around Christmas too. Like all of a sudden, everybody trying to plug the tree in, they trying to plug the lights in.
That's right.
Now you got laptops, all of these different devices, and everybody need a charge.
That's right.
So it's overwhelming, this system right now.
That's and look at what happens next. In many of these homes, there's a single two-prong outlet in a room because none of this demand was here when the house was built. And so now you've got people putting splitters and extension cords and all these power strips, and you just keep plugging stuff in, and you just keep drawing on that same undersized wire. That's a major problem. So part of it is education, but part of it is also structural or electrical upgrades. And we've partnered with some nonprofits in the city of Milwaukee where when we observe this, even if we're not there for a fire run, maybe we're there for a medical run, but we see extension cords and we see broken plates on outlets and electrical hazards, we can report to some of the nonprofit partners we work with, and they will go in and make the fixes. And that's huge for us because we're not electricians. We're not going to go fix it, right?
I think that being a firefighter is one of the servitude ideas that very dangerous, high risk, dealing with fires. How do you prepare to go into battle with fires? Because we see all of the dress up on TV. Y'all already out there, but it's very dangerous no matter what you have on to deal with a fire. So as a fire chief, how do you get prepared to go fight a blaze in today's time?
So Well, it's changing all the time. There's new hazards in the environment all the time. So the primary way is we have the most important piece of equipment we're ever going to be able to sharpen for our members is their brain and their ability to observe things and make decisions in changing conditions, time pressure, life hazard. That can overwhelm a person very quickly, and now they're not making decisions, they're just oversaturated. So that we do an increasing amount of work on a person's ability to absorb stress or deal with stress productively instead of getting overwhelmed. But the equipment is crucial. The equipment is necessary, but a lot of people misunderstand that firefighting gear. It doesn't reflect heat. It actually protects a member by absorbing heat, like a sponge. And it's better at absorbing heat than regular stuff. The problem is when it reaches total saturation, that's where firefighters suffer serious burns because now it's like a snap. All of a sudden that heat transfers all at once to your skin and now you're burning.
Wow.
And so it's a double-edged sword because it lets us get in deeper, the hotter environments. We can maybe grab the kid or grab the person down on the floor, but it also is sort of hiding the true level of heat and danger from our members. And so we're lucky here in Milwaukee. We have very, very sharp, aggressive firefighters who we make a lot of grabs. We make a lot of rescues. But there's a tremendous, as you say, there's a tremendous amount of risk with that because our members are deeper in than we've ever been able to get before.
Right. A lot of young black children, when they look at firefighters, they look up to firefighters. They wear that hat. They think, oh, one day I want to grow up and be a firefighter. Is there a lot of diversity in the units that you have, the departments that you have when it comes to firefighters in the city of Milwaukee?
It is increasing in diversity. So it would depend. I get different definitions of what that means or what the metrics are to determine.
Let's say black people.
Yeah, no, I
because the thing is, when we talk about just having these opportunities, I think the firefighter was the one that everybody trusted the most.
Well, and we want to keep it that way, but we don't want to keep it that way at the expense of people not being able to look when a fire truck goes by and recognize somebody or, this is at the core of its being. This is about helping people. So to answer your question more directly, yes, we are a diverse fire department. Are we as diverse as we need to be at some point? Probably not, but we are making leaps and bounds gains. And this is what it comes down to for me. I need the right people. I can train anybody to do the thing. They have to show up. There is no place to hide on the fire department. So you have to be able to perform. But that is not predicated upon a specific race, a specific gender, a body type, a height, a specific weight. You've got to be physically fit and capable, right? But we're looking for the right people. And our recruiting section has done just a fantastic job. Our cadet program has really helped. And I'll tell you what, I'm an old guy now on the fire department, and it's easy to look at young folks running around and go, old people have always had opinions about young people. I'm just ever impressed and satisfied and proud. I think we're going to be okay. The younger folks on our fire department, they're coming out of the academy stronger and sharper and smarter and more well-equipped than even I was when I came through. They're ready. They're ready to go. We're going to be just fine.
Well, look, when we come back, I want to talk about technology now. How everything is technical now. How is technology helping the fire department fight these tough issues with house fires and things that go on in the city?
A number of different ways, yeah.
Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. We got Fire Chief Aaron Lipsky in studio. Stay locked in.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
This is my first time calling in, but I listen to you all the time, and I appreciate you and Elizabeth Brown and everything you stand for and everything that you do. So I want to say thank you so much for being you.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017.
Hey, man, this station is on fire the last couple days.
Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
Sweet Talk's medical spa in Menominee Falls. Skip the sterile clinical office feel. Sweet Talk stays on the cutting edge of beauty and wellness innovations in a vibrant, playful space, promoting self-love and confidence. Sweet Talk specializes in a range of treatments, including injectables, medical-grade skincare, weight loss, hormone therapies, and more. Not sure where to start? Sweet Talks offers comprehensive wellness consultations to create a customized plan centered around you. Because at Sweet Talks, your goals are their goals. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
A huge month of Brewers baseball kicks off with the battle against the Yankees Friday, May 8th through Sunday, May 10th. Catch the crew for half off with Wisconsin First Friday game tickets on Friday the 8th. Plus, Mother's Day Sunday is the perfect game to bring the whole family with new kids experiences every Sunday. Plus, the first 10,000 fans over the age of 21 get a Brewers picnic blanket at the Mother's Day game, courtesy of American Family Insurance. Score your tickets at Brewers.com.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Phone ring, say. Same name on it. Yeah. Whole city got it. Same name. Mama in the lobby, folder in her hand, saying, baby, I'm tired, they don't understand. Case on the news, but they mute that pain. So we call one name, trying to change that game. Tory pull up, check to the table, ask who failed you, who lied, who labeled. He know every
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We have Fire Chief Aaron Lipsky in studio. And I'll tell you this, I'm excited because, you know, I like when the firefighters used to come when I was in school, when I was in elementary school, and y'all would demonstrate the ladder.
Oh, yeah.
Up against the building, and all the kids y'all would climb up there, and it just looks so amazing when you see that. You know, you bring the fire truck in, you got the hose in there, you get a tour of all of the things, the axe, all of that stuff, and kids then they put on the hat, take pictures. But technology is changing.
Oh, yeah.
What's different now?
So
what's going on?
Oh boy, it's a whole bunch of stuff. So a couple things. We've got thermal imaging cameras.
Thermal imaging cameras.
Yep, and those are little handheld devices we can take in and.
As if anybody in there.
Smoke-filled buildings, zero visibility. You can't see nothing in smoke. It's not like the movies. And this lets you seek heat signatures, so you can crawl around and you can, in many cases, identify someone down. You can identify the layout of a place. It's not perfect technology, but it's way better than nothing. And so that's one of the things. That helps the speed of our search, the speed of our locating of fire, perhaps. That's one thing. You think about how cars are made nowadays. The structures of cars are much stronger than they were 30 years ago.
Right.
Very difficult for us to break into a car, per se, if someone's trapped in there from an accident. So we have special cutting devices. People would refer to it as the jaws of life.
Yep, the jaws of life.
Special cutting and spreading devices so we can peel cars away from people after they're in a bad accident, perhaps, and trapped. So that technology has come a long way. Something as simple as the way that when someone calls 911 and it gets dispatched to the right fire engines and paramedic units to go to an emergency, all of that is GPS-based now. And it's very, very much faster than it used to be by many minutes, shortening all the transfer time of that information. That doesn't seem super flashy, but that's important.
It makes it more efficient.
Way more efficient. At the end of the day, we still have to pull up in front of a burning building. Firefighters have to climb off of a vehicle and drag hose in and force water through the hose to put a fire out. That part, nobody's figured out a replacement for that, but there are things. There's heat sensors on our equipment that will alarm if the heat climbs too fast in an area. That helps firefighters determine maybe we got to back up a little bit. There's devices that will help if a firefighter falls over or gets trapped and can't move. After a certain number of seconds, an alarm sounds, and it's an extremely loud alarm, so that nearby firefighters might realize, hey, someone's stuck or trapped or passed out and is laying in this room. So those sorts of things really help.
Do y'all still sleep at the fire station?
Yeah.
And you know, when the alarm goes off, y'all slide down the...
Yeah.
Y'all still slide down the thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Wow.
The fire pole's got a bad name for a long time. No, because there was...
I'm just saying.
People always thought, like, oh, you're going to cause all these injuries. I got to tell you, I've seen way more injuries of people trying to navigate stairs at 4 in the morning.
Right.
You know, in partial light, like curves in the stairs and stuff. I've seen people break bones coming down. I'm sure it has happened, but I just never witnessed people hurting themselves sliding fire poles.
In 25 years?
I got almost 30 years.
Okay.
I never saw an injury from it. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. It's just not in my experience.
Well, the thing is, you know, with today's technology, but you still got to stay so many hours at the fire station.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're minimum 24 typically, sometimes 48 straight hours.
So what is the shift? Like a 2-day shift?
It's 1 on, 2 off, we call it. So
okay.
Go 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. the following morning, and then you'd have 2 full days.
Now, is these apartments in there, or are these just like dorm rooms?
It's just largely huge open dorm rooms with little single beds.
Share shower and all that?
Yeah. Some of the showers are broken down now. We've got to make it so people are comfortable to take a shower, so we have individual shower stalls in our fire station.
So some things have slightly changed.
That's true.
And then some things have amazingly changed with technology.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
And when you talk about just being a fire chief, what does that mean to you? Because you're in a position now that as you started, when you first started as 30 years ago, and now you're the one that's running things. What are some of the changes that you want to make over the years that you've seen? Like, okay, when I become the fire chief, this is what I'm gonna add to your signature ideas.
Well, you've talked about it a lot, that firefighters are trusted and respected by the community.
Right.
And we feel that. And we count ourselves as that's a huge privilege that society has chosen us to trust this much. And that's real. I feel that's very brittle. I think we could screw that up in 10 minutes, and that takes a long time to recover from that. So we have to put effort into maintaining that trust. So what do I want to have my signature be when I leave? I want for the fire department writ large, I want for it to have a seat at the table when larger decisions are being made. And that's starting to happen now.
It is starting to happen.
It is. We get to work under Mayor Johnson, President Perez at the Common Council, the Fire and Police Commission has, it would appear to me that we are being invited in earlier to things instead of when it falls apart.
Right.
To now try to solve it, after.
In the more of the planning.
That's right. And it doesn't mean we don't have decision-making authority in some of the things, but we definitely know what it looks like when it fails. And I would love to see the fire department involved in more and more of those things.
And I would too. Like I said, I think that when you talk about just moving the city forward, yes. We need more powerful voices in there to say, hey, look, let's get ahead of this.
Yes.
And I think that fire chiefs have a little bit more information when it comes to structure, building ideas. Because when you spoke out against these apartments not having sprinklers,
yes,
and many of those apartments were black families affected negatively due to these situations that they didn't even have certain things that could have prevented some of the damage, but you spoke out against that.
Yes.
And when you speak out against that, do they start to try to resolve that issue? Do they add the sprinklers? These buildings are so old, but how do they go about making those changes?
Well, it's a great question. So I've made a lot of friends and I've made a lot of enemies, I guess, by being so vocal about it. And that'll be what it'll be. That's fine. It's physics for me. If we had these sprinklers, if we all are going to look each other in the eye and constantly talk about lives mattering and how life is the most important thing and we must preserve life and the sanctity of life, if everybody on every side of the political spectrum has various ways of espousing that, but the second it costs money, that goes off the table, then what are we really talking about? No, let's be real about it. And I've had some incredible conversations with property owners and building management groups and some elected officials who aren't real keen on this. And I've had some actual really good dialogue with some of these folks. And I've learned, because I just get to observe it and point out what could prevent it or fix it. I don't have to come up with the money for it, and that's a real concern. And I've had people call me yelling. I get hate mail, about this, because who's going to pay for this? And I'm not going to pretend there's not money involved. I don't have to come up with it, but I do get to tell you, and I will continue to say, if we had sprinklers in these buildings, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, because it is such a non-event when a fire happens in a properly sprinklered building. So what has resulted from it? I've gotten different opinions from all sides of this. I have been very pleasantly surprised to see efforts made, sometimes symbolic in nature, sometimes slightly moving the needle. There's actual moves being made to try to correct some of this. There is nothing that's going to happen silver bullet solution-wise to fix all this tomorrow, but you pointed it out before, and in our city with hyper-segregation still a major thing, what you will see is these older, unsprinkled, large apartment buildings are typically going to be in the socioeconomically depressed areas of the city. And I don't want to, determine some statistical cause and effect, but it's very hard to not notice. And for Pete's sake, yes, affordable housing, but how about survivable housing?
Hey, look, I appreciate you for coming through, because you just, did an amazing job. They just gave you another 4 years to be the chief. Is there anything that you want to say to the community right now where we can help you out?
Yeah, no, listen, don't hesitate to call us. I know we got kind of weird times going on at the federal level and stuff. I don't need anybody to ever be afraid of calling the fire department. And it seems like a weird thing to have to say, but we are not law enforcement. We are here. If you have a medical issue or you get in an accident or you're having a fire, don't hesitate to call. We are there to solve a problem.
So even if it's not a fire, it doesn't have to be attached to a fire to call.
No, we do emergency medical work. If someone's having a heart attack or, God forbid, there's a shooting or something, don't hesitate to call us. We will come. Our whole mission is to help. And we can't solve every problem.
Right.
But our folks are just exceptional at starting to piece together a solution.
And what if a mother or a family is listening and they have a young man that's interested in being a firefighter? How can they go through the process to get their young man involved?
Excellent question. So we have our recruiting section has a Facebook page. You can find that via our fire department website. We also have what's called the Junior Fire Institute. And this is for folks just coming out of middle school into high school, that age range. It's experiential learning at our fire academy using actual fire department equipment and apparatus, our training tower, our grounds. And we actually develop not just the firefighting stuff, but the civic mentality, that servant leader mentality for like, this is something you can do. That's been a great tool for us because people, it doesn't cost anything. People can just show up, and we'll outfit them, we'll get them involved, and they get to experience it with very, very low risk. They don't have to put anything out for it other than just come. That's been a really good thing. So Junior Fire Institute.
Okay, hey, look. Once again, we're going to have you back a couple more times this year, so I appreciate you for coming through and keep doing the amazing work, Lipsky. I'm definitely proud of the work that you're doing and continuing. If you need me if y'all got anything for the community going on, stop through, and we'll throw it out there for the people to try to make sure that they can do their part to join you in your movement.
Thank you.
That's why I say you got a little movement going on at the fire department.
Thank you.
It's powerful.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
Hey,
I appreciate that.
It's powerful. Hey, look. Hey, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's a spring thing, Milwaukee. Join us Saturday, May 2nd from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at Embassy Center, MKE, 3725 North Sherman Boulevard. This free family community resource fair is for ages 0 to 100. Get free diapers, baby wipes, groceries, haircuts while supplies last. Don't miss baby food prep classes and powerful maternal health speakers, Bishop Walter Harvey and Dalvery Blackwell. Doors open at 10:30. Come early. It's a spring thing. Don't miss it.
Discover your new favorite city, Milwaukee. Catch a sunrise over Lake Michigan. Sip your way through craft breweries. And dive into a dining scene that's turning heads. From museums and music to thrilling sports teams and buzzing nightlife, Milwaukee delivers all season long. Good things are always brewing on the Fresh Coast. The expert guides at visitmilwaukee.org have everything you need to fully plan every detail. Whatever it is you'd like to do in Milwaukee. Plan your trip today at visitmilwaukee.org.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. The Brewers' bats came to life, cracking out 15 hits and 13 runs to take the series opener from the Diamondbacks 13-2. The crew cranked out 7 runs in the 6th, extending their 6-2 lead to 13-2. Brewers manager Pat Murphy.
We hit a homer tonight. You guys know that I ordered that. I asked Sal, would you do me a favor? Go ahead and homer and get these guys off my back. Ruthless guys.
The crew is back at it tonight against the Diamondbacks at 6:40. The Milwaukee Bucks still have yet to publicly announce their new head coach, Taylor Jenkins, which means the Bucks head coach job is still vacant. Doc Rivers officially stepped down as Bucks head coach on April 13th and retired on April 17th after 27 years of coaching. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. I came from the curb where the gutter speak fluent pain. Rusty hydrants leak memories every time it rained. No cable in the crib, we just stared at the ceiling stains. Plotting on a lick while the sirens play musical chairs again. Grams in the cereal box, razor blade calendar. I was weighing out my future while my teachers used to fail at me. Mama worked 2 shifts till the light stayed amateur, so I practiced on a scale till the numbers acted flattering.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, we got guests. We got Alderman Peter Virgillis in studio, and he's running for Congress as well.
Wow.
He's running for Congress.
It's something new.
Hey, look, we got a lot to cover. How you doing? Thank you for coming, Peter.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
You got a full plate going on right
This is the busiest I've ever been. I really am energized. I'm energized, excited, nervous, and nauseous all at the same time. There's a lot going on, but it's so important that I can't say no.
You're the alderman of District 11.
Right.
And what area is that? What zone is that?
It's the southwest side of the city of Milwaukee, from Leon's Custard on 27th Street west all the way out to 894. Everything southwest Dallas or north of Greenfield.
That's what's up. And I wanted you to come on the show because it's a big deal right now with these potholes. And I saw a clip of you addressing why can't we get these potholes out the street? It's affecting the residents. I think within this year, you're the first alderman to speak out against the pothole situation. What's going on?
Well, it's more than just potholes. It's local roads and how we fix them and how we pay for our roads. There are a lot of sources of funding. The city, I think, is doing an excellent job getting as many state and federal dollars as we can. The need to just keep the roads the way they are now, to keep us level, is $60 million a year. Our local road budget is between $17 and $18 million per year.
Oh, wow.
Everything else comes from federal grants or state grants or other revenue sources. But in terms of tax revenue, my constituents are concerned where their wheel tax money's going.
Right.
And I tell them, listen.
Hey, what's going on with the wheel tax? Are we being taxed by the county and Milwaukee?
We have a wheel tax from the city and from the county. The county's $30 goes to transit. The city's $41 totals $12.1 million, give or take. And that's just a fraction of what we need to be spending, what we are spending on local roads. I had a budget amendment for last year where we increased the local road budget by $4 million.
Oh, wow.
The mayor vetoed it. We overrode his veto because it's extra borrowing. I get it. It's a lot of money. And some of those road projects still aren't done yet, and that's okay. We'll get to them. But there's a capacity issue in southeastern Wisconsin. We don't have enough companies and contractors and asphalt plants to produce the materials we need to keep our roads. We don't have enough employees and contractors to do the work.
Oh, wow.
That's a problem. If we wave a magic wand tomorrow and say, great, we have $800 million from Powerball or from wherever else, from Uncle Tony in the state capitol,
right?
Great, we can have the money, but we don't even have the people who can do the work. It's that's big of a problem, but this is the result of decades of underfunding our infrastructure. We don't have the capacity in the industry to even fix the damn roads.
Wow.
Much less the money.
But they won't come out and say that.
Well, I'm a numbers person, right? I serve as vice chair of the finance committee, and that's why I've been looking at the road problem from a financial perspective. Right. Where's the money coming from? Where else does it go? this is the priority that my constituents tell me about. Well, first is always public safety, right? Police and fire. Public safety is always number one, but a very close second. And probably this time of year, more important or more vocal, more of a priority are roads, because we feel it every time we hit that bump.
And on the north side, we have so many issues with the roads, with the potholes, that people who are just making it are getting extra costs due to hitting these potholes.
Right.
And they don't have it to do.
Yeah. The most important thing is to make sure the city knows that there's a problem. And it doesn't matter if it's a street light that's not working or a pothole or some other city problem. Make sure you report it. Call 286-CITY, CITY, or go online on the city website to report a problem, or use the quickest, easiest way that I use is the city MKE mobile action app, where you can take a picture of the problem and make sure that,
oh, wow. So they have an app that you can send in where the pothole is.
And take a picture of it so that they know they're fixing the right one. Sometimes you have to have a property address, but oftentimes the problem's around the corner. And the crew goes to the address, they look at the street, they don't see a problem, they move on. But if you take a picture of it in the app, then they know exactly what needs to be fixed. And they want to fix the problem, right? But sometimes if the app instructions are off, they're going to miss it. We don't want that to happen. Take a picture of it. Make sure that what you're reporting gets fixed properly.
How many complaints have the city received about issues with residents in potholes?
News reports recently were over 5,000 year to date, probably into 7,000 by now.
Wow.
Well, this is the time of year when the physics of roads with the freeze-thaw cycle and traffic after that, and the flooding certainly didn't help much either, right? Washed out underneath roads, and we have more problems. Our city's infrastructure needs a lot of attention. It takes a lot of work hours. It takes a lot of money to pay for it. DPW has been working around the clock since November, cleaning up leaves. And then we got 14 inches of snow on the leaves.
Right.
Then the leaves got scattered, and now the leaves melted, the leaf bergs melted and clogged up the sewers, and they're cleaning out the sewers. What we saw in committee today in Public Works, that the city has 4 trucks that can suck out the sewers, and that allows them to get to a regular maintenance schedule to hit all of those storm sewer grates once every couple of years, just to do proper maintenance. The city has not been able to do proper maintenance because these trucks are $500,000-$600,000 a piece.
Wow.
It's a lot of infrastructure. Wow. It's a lot of work. But we have commitments from DPW. They're doing, I think, as good of a job as anyone could expect them to. There's still more that needs to be done.
Well, we got some questions in this chat. I want to get to a few of them because this has been a hot topic. This
Absolutely.
has been a hot topic. When we come back from break, I got some questions in the chat. And also, I want to talk about this run for Congress. We may need to keep you with us, but I want to hear about this run for Congress.
It's important. It was a really big decision.
Sounds like you made this big decision, and we're going to talk about it when we get back.
That's a great hanger.
Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
I got money now.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Join Cousins Club Rewards today. Grab your first sub and your next one could be free. After your first qualifying purchase, you'll earn a free sub and start collecting points for free food, exclusive deals, and even Cousins gear. Sign up today. It's fast and easier than ever on the Cousins Subs app. Earn points online, on the app, or in store. However you enjoy Cousins Subs, your rewards are right at your fingertips. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving. You're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/Versity on King to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King, rooted in community, powered by hope.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Cause we don't rock with them. Cause we don't rock with them. Cause we don't rock with them. Cause we don't mess with them.
It's either us or them.
Cause we don't mess with them. It's either us or them. Cause we don't mess with them. It's either us or them.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. We got guests in the studio. Peter Bergelis in studio. And he's running for Congress.
I am. I made that announcement just a couple days ago.
Congressman. Hey, all right, so because we need good aldermen in the city.
Sure.
To fight on our
We
on
have
our
a lot of
behalf.
great alders in the city already.
But to make the jump to Congress, why are you making the jump? And what is your plans?
Listen, I would retire. I've been alder for the Southwest Side for 2 years, county board before that. I would retire happily in 20 years as a long-serving alder in the Southwest Side of Milwaukee. But what I see happening in the 1st Congressional District is too important to ignore right now. I was hoping there'd be a Democratic candidate who can beat Brian Stile that would break out with the last fundraising report that came out after the first quarter. There just isn't somebody who's making enough of a splash in that race who can get national attention and national money to beat Brian Stile. He's done so much damage. The Trump agenda and the Mar-a-Lago mafia trickles down to Brian Stile. He is Trump's patsy. And the people in the southeast Wisconsin are smarter than that. They know fraud when they see it. They know an attack on democracy when they see it. And this guy has built a war chest of millions of dollars from his billionaire buddies who just got $1 trillion tax cut at the expense of Medicaid and SNAP benefits.
Oh, wow.
Everyday people are paying for these billionaire tax cuts. Those are not Wisconsin values. There are enough votes in the 1st Congressional District to flip that seat. It takes a strong candidate who can get national attention and, frankly, national money to the race. The 3rd Congressional District is going to flip. We see that there are great Democrats running. They're raising great money against Van Orden. They're going to flip that seat. We need to do the exact same thing in Southeast Wisconsin. PeterForWisconsin.com, Peter, FORWI.com.
Look, let me tell you something, Peter. When you talk about Congress, what are some of the things that you think that you can improve in these positions when you go to Congress? Because many times we try to figure out how does that trickle down to us right here at the city level.
Listen, I've knocked on thousands of doors, had thousands of conversations with constituents who care about their community. And from a local level, you can really feel that impact from City Hall real fast. On a larger picture, stepping back, people in the 1st Congressional District are in pain. They tell me that they're scared about affordability. You see it every day at the grocery store, at the gas pumps. Your health care is more expensive if you have it. Everything is less and less affordable because of the policies of the Trump administration and Brian Stile, who have been grifting from the people. These policies are not backed by voters. What is missing in southeastern Wisconsin is someone who's listening to the people, listening to voters, listening to residents, and standing up for them in Congress. I will be that person that will bring accountability. This is the Congress, this is the midterm where Congress will be able to fulfill its constitutional obligation, its constitutional responsibility to have checks and balances in the federal government, to hold the administration accountable for their crimes against democracy. It's a big deal. We have to flip this seat.
And Wisconsin is kind of like a swing state.
Absolutely.
Like there's no real loyalty, like hardcore loyalty to either party in the state of Wisconsin. But right now, I think a lot of people are feeling that, okay, they may not like the way that the administration is actually running, but they just want to be comfortable and have their tax dollars working for them.
They want to see a benefit. They want someone who represents them in Congress to stand up for them, to make their priorities Congress's priorities.
Right. And I think that many times by the way you talked about the potholes, like I said, not too many people are trying to discuss why we have that problem. But these are things that are big deals to average day, everyday Americans that want to go to work and raise a family, and they don't want to have extra costs. So we need people to fight for what we feel that the government should be doing for us.
Well, listen, I work hard. I want my street and my neighborhood to feel good. When I drive down, when I go home, when I take my dog for a walk, I want a nice neighborhood. Everyone wants that. The city has a responsibility to maintain roads and public infrastructure. It's really tough to do that because things might be less affordable at home. The city's budget is getting stretched just the same, where everything is more expensive.
Are these the worst budgets that we have as a city?
The worst budgets are coming. That 2% sales tax that bailed out the city kept us from laying off half the city's workforce. The small change in the county's sales tax, that's the reason why we have parks and why we have sheriff's deputies still in the parks today. It's affordability comes from so many places. Funding sources for municipal governments come from, like, there are federal grants, there are state grants, but state aid from Madison to Milwaukee County and to the city of Milwaukee and every municipality across the state has been frozen for the last 20 years. And what we see in that has been fixed now, and now it's indexed to inflation. Had it been indexed to inflation before, the city budget would be $90 million to the benefit of the city every single year since 2005. That's a big difference. That's half the sales tax revenue. That's bailing out the pension gap, right? There's so much that the city can do, the city wants to, but it's all about affordability.
Are we being taxed more? It seems like we're being taxed more, the people.
Everything's getting more expensive.
It seems like we got 2% sales tax. We got the referendum. That's a new tax. We got wheel tax, county, city. It just seems like everywhere you look, every time we look up, we have a lot of taxes, but the common idea is like better roads are a struggle to have.
Right. And
where are all the tax dollars going?
And look at the streetlight fee. The streetlight fee was put into place because we weren't getting any shared revenue for that from the state. but that's a service that everyone benefits from. So the city years back implemented that fee, and now I'm getting asked for refunds when we can't get streetlights turned back on. But the reality is, electricians in the city service do an amazing job, but we're down 30%, which is much better than where we were just a year ago.
Wow.
But we still have a 30% vacancy for electricians. Those are the people that go and actually fix the 70-year-old wires that are shorting out
We talked about that
in the
with
wet earth.
With the chief.
Yeah, like that's the reality. It's paying people a fair wage so that we have enough people doing the work. That all costs money.
Well, we got a question for you. Hayes has a question for you. Why don't they take the people that can clean the trash up on the highways and show them how to fill potholes? You wouldn't have to pay them extra like you would have to pay construction workers and things like that.
Yeah, construction workers or contractors with the asphalt equipment, like that's specialized work. We do have crews that do asphalt and pothole repairs, but anytime city maintenance is very seasonal. Tow truck or snowplow drivers are also the same people that trim trees and take care of forestry in the warmer months. City laborers help with snow removal, but they also help with leaf removal, right? So when there's a need, it's all hands on deck at the city. So the great idea. The DPW is also really good at already doing that.
Okay, well, I want to get your final pitch to the people because you running for Congress. We appreciate you as an alderperson because you do a great job of trying to deal with the situations of the residents that you serve. But to jump to Congress, how can people support you in this goal? To try to get to Congress.
Like we are collecting signatures now and collecting campaign contributions to help get the campaign off the ground. The primary is August 11th, general election November 3rd. But check out Peter, F-O-R-W-I, peterforwisconsin.com for more information about me. Sign up to volunteer. Sign up for my email updates. Every signature matters. Every dollar. I had a $5 campaign donation the other day. That is exactly what this movement needs. It is far too important to let the 1st Congressional District stay red. We have to flip it. We have to flip Congress and hold the administration accountable. I'm fearful for the future of democracy in our country.
Well, Peter, it says go peter4wi.com.
peter4wi.com. Listen, in my public service career, I've learned the most important thing is to listen. And I'm announcing today, the press release is going out in 4 minutes.
Here we go.
A 4-day, 21-stop tour around the district, listening to constituents, collecting signatures, hearing about concerns and what priorities people have in southeastern Wisconsin. If you have a concern about the federal government, I want to know about it.
Well, look, Peter, you are doing an amazing job. I mean, I usually I'm heavily critical, when it comes to a lot of the ideas that go on in the city. But you also got to say, hey, look, continue to do the great work to those that are trying to get us informed and what we can actually do to resolve some of these issues. And I appreciate that.
I appreciate you letting me share my story.
All right, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, tune in this week for your chance to win tickets to Tacos and Tequila Fest live from Franklin Field Saturday, May 30th with performances by Shaggy, Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, and more. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco, vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art, installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival Saturday, May 30th.
breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
Another function of white supremacy, don't teach black people stuff, because if you give us a little bit of knowledge, we'll invent something totally new. That's why it was illegal to teach slaves to read, because if we could read, then we could write. And if we could write, we could communicate. And if we could communicate, we could plan. And if we could plan, we could strategize. And if we can plan and write and read and communicate and strategize, we could overthrow white supremacy, because they've always known how fragile it is.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Low, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low. Tory Low Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Low Show. And something I want to discuss, because I was out with my son and with my brother the other day, and we was out hanging out, and a discussion came up when we was talking about just education and things like that. But I just realized that there was some part of the conversation that we have to correct, because, and I had to look this up. Because I had old information, when we talk about education in the black community and things like that. But I saw something that I brought up that we all was kind of discussing, and I just want to run it to you right here while I'm on the air. And the conversation about black women being the most educated group, we always talk about that. We talk about that, but I guess recently they're no longer the most educated group. And this is what they're saying. They're saying that Black women are the most educated when it comes to black women than black men. Like, black women get more bachelor degrees, master degrees, doctoral degrees, and things like that more than black men. But on the overall list, there's several groups that have taken that space. And I'm going to get to it. But the thing is, they're saying that compared to black men, black women lead in bachelor degrees by 64%, master degrees by 71%, and doctoral degrees by 65%. 38% of young black women have bachelor degrees versus 26% of black men. The gap, they're saying that the gap doubled since 2000. Now, compared to other race and genders, black women trail Asian women. When it comes to bachelor degrees, black women trail Asian women. Asian women get bachelor degrees. They get their bachelor degrees at 77%. White women over black women at 52%, and black women are over Hispanic women when it comes to getting bachelor degrees. So that was crazy. I thought that since the show started, I even said that black women were the most educated group, but somebody tried to educate me and said that's no longer true. And so only over black men. But the funny part about that conversation was, even though black women have more degrees than their black male counterparts, black men make more money overall than black women, even though they have the majority of the degrees. You can't even make this up. You can't even make this up. They break it down. They say hourly wages, black men versus black women. Black men make $18 an hour median. This is according to 2016. And black women were making $16 an hour median in 2016. I'm looking in the chat. They say degrees don't equal jobs. Right. It doesn't. It doesn't. But these are the things that, I have to kind of correct my conversation. They're saying that black women are not the most educated group overall anymore. By percentage, with bachelor degrees, the Asian woman and the white woman are ahead. Asian woman at 77%, white women at 52%, black women at 38%, black men at 26%. And they don't even have the white man on this. Where the white man at? They say he's the one that made the list, I guess. That's crazy. That's crazy. Josh says not having degrees don't make you change. Don't make your chances higher on getting a job. No, they're saying that black women have more degrees in education than black men, but black men make more money overall than black women. So I thought that was interesting conversation, and I was out with the fam that I had. It was funny because I was wrong because I was using the outdated information. So a lot of degrees don't even equate to having more money. We got to get back into the trades, I guess. I guess we got to fall back and get into the trades. But that was an interesting conversation that we had last night, and I found myself just having to make the adjustments, Andrew. But I don't see statistics on the white male.
Got to keep those lock and key.
Let me see if I can. All these statistics going in with the Asian and the whites and the black man and the black woman, and I don't see the white man on this. Let me see. Let me see if I can stoke something here. Okay, so white women lead white men by 13 points. They say white women have bachelor degrees at 52% over the white males. White men average is $21 an hour median. So the Asian man makes more, and the white male makes more than the white woman. So the white male the median is $21 an hour, and the white woman is at $17 an hour as a median. Here we go.
It sounds like the current trend is men make more than women, Tori.
You said what?
So it sounds like
it
current
sounds like a current trend that men is making all this education, but the men still make more money.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just threw that out there. Like I said, I just wanted to throw that out there because I'll go around and say, hey, black women are the most educated. But not within recent years, I guess. But I think that entrepreneurship should be the real discussion. Like, I think that many times we get trained to get these degrees to work for other people. But I think that this is why more men make more money, because they may be more entrepreneurial and maybe, you know, a lot of heavy lifting going on. Like I said, it's a lot of different factors, and discrimination plays a part. Women get discriminated all the time. This is why I say affirmative action really help white women to get in places that they wouldn't normally get. So when you talk about DEI, black people got the least of DEI, but yet we're the face of DEI. We didn't even get a lot of things from DEI. Affirmative action didn't work for a lot of us, but if you are considered a minority, then if you're a white female in the workplace, then you can use affirmative action as well. So, okay, I know y'all want to do the race baiting, like y'all bought it out, but when you start breaking down who really benefits from a lot of this, when it comes to DEI, white women, when it comes to affirmative action, white women benefit the most. And that's the truth. All right, well, let me get to some of these stories that I have on the docket. We have a situation where we talked about potholes, and Milwaukee uses Brewers' donation to address pothole surge. I guess the Brewers donated some money. He said he's going to use it to cover some of these potholes. We're going to get that story up. If you're watching as we broadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
Drivers are too familiar with trying to maneuver around potholes in Milwaukee.
They're just terrible. I don't even go down the end of Adler over here because the potholes are so bad.
So to help address the need, crews are using a new asphalt hotbox the Brewers donated. DPW crews say it can help crews work faster at filling potholes.
It allows crews to better control the temperature of the asphalt, which leads to stronger, longer-lasting repairs. It gives us more flexibility when we can use hot mix asphalt, allows us to carry more material at once, and better use recycled asphalt.
What city leaders say so far, they've completed about 4,200 server calls to get potholes like this fixed, and having this machine can actually help alleviate that need across the city.
We are now north of 10,000 service calls in 2026, which is more than we received in all of 2024 and all of 2025.
DPW will address potholes on heavily traveled roads first before moving to secondary roads. They'll look at how hazardous potholes are to figure out which needs to be filled first. They're also bringing in crews to work overtime.
We're also bringing in crews from across DPW beyond our core street maintenance team who are volunteering for overtime to work second shift and also work on Saturdays.
Going extra innings to make sure Milwaukee streets are smoother.
Hey, look, like I said, even the Brewers had to get involved. The potholes are so bad. They don't want their fans coming to the game tearing up the rims to their car, trying to get to the tailgate. Salute to the Brewers for whatever. I'm saluting anybody for whatever efforts they trying to do to get these potholes taken care of. And they spray painted the Brewers logo over the pothole. All right. Well, look, when we come back to Nation, we'll have more conversation We got a man that's suing the New York PD for $100 million after a brutal beating by officers in a wrongful arrest. I want to talk about that. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
This is my first time calling in, but I listen to you all the time, and I appreciate you and Elizabeth Brown and everything you stand for and everything that you do. So I want to say thank you so much for being you.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017.
Hey, man, this station is on fire the last couple days.
Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
You ever see the sign above the highway? The number of people that have been killed on the road? My wife, my son, and my unborn child were killed by a distracted driver. They were more than just a number.
Your phone isn't worth it. Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
Hi, I'm Greg Fritsch, president of the Center for Veterans Issues, inviting you to get involved in supporting the CVI mission. The Center for Veterans Issues is proud to serve veterans across Wisconsin. Each year, we help more than 1,200 veterans stay housed, find meaningful employment, and connect with the support they've earned. From housing assistance and job training to case management and suicide prevention outreach, our team is here to help veterans build stable, independent lives. If you're a veteran in need of support, visit cvivet.org. Donations can also be accepted at cvivet.org/donate.
Hey Wisconsin, it's construction season and the Wisconsin DOT wants to help you safely navigate work zones in your area. Check 511wi.gov or download the free 511 app to see current road work, closures, detours, and camera views on your route. Wherever your travels take you, know before you go with 511wi.gov. That's 511wi.gov. And remember, know before you go. Always park the phone while driving. Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
1-4. Say your name. Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe. Yeah. On the block by the courthouse. Phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side. Same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Advocate, Tory Lowe. Every step, every march, he be in that snow.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to head over to New York, where a man sues NYPD for $100 million after a brutal beating by officers in a wrongful arrest. $100 million for a brutal beating and a wrongful arrest. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
Tonight, Timothy Brown, the man seen here being punched, kicked, and dragged through a New York City liquor store by two NYPD detectives in a case of mistaken identity, speaking publicly for the first time.
I felt humiliated, disrespected, embarrassed, and I was brutally beaten for no reason.
The NYPD says the detectives were conducting an undercover narcotics operation and believed Brown had been involved in a drug deal. One officer holding Brown, the other punching him. At one point in the nearly 8-minute video, the detectives drag his body over broken glass bottles. Charges of resisting arrest were later dropped. Brown filing a notice of claim, a precursor to a lawsuit, alleging the officers violated his civil rights. He intends to ask for $100 million in damages.
I'm on my business. I'm a taxpaying citizen, and what happened to me should never happen to anyone else.
David, the detectives Vulcan Maiden and Michael Algerio have both been stripped of their guns and badges pending an investigation. Meanwhile, the NYPD has launched a 3-month review of its narcotics division.
Wow. I saw this when it first happened, and you know, the officers just looked like this is what they do. Like they was punching them, and one officer walked from behind her and stumped him in the head. And so it's like, what is going on here? Like after all of the George Floyd, after everything we've been through, it's like we right here back at square one with this, with the police brutality. And then you don't hear, they don't even push this no more. They don't even talk about this stuff no more. It was huge in 2020. They used it for election purposes. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's 2026. Don't nobody talk about this type of situation no more. They don't even bring it up. If it wasn't for the Tory Lowe show, y'all probably wouldn't have heard this. Y'all wouldn't have heard about this. All I'm saying is this is crazy because it's getting worse. It doesn't matter who is around or what is around. This has been going on for hundreds of years. And yet, this man is suing for $100 million because of mistaken identity. How can you be that wrong? Where you beat down an innocent civilian. What kind of investigation are you doing as a cop? You probably ain't a good narcotics officer because how do you get the wrong person? Out of all, you spending all this time, you know, staking things out. You know, you're supposed to be taking pictures, making sure you know who the person is. And now you go up on the wrong person and beat them. This is why I say it ain't no real police work going on. It can't be no real police work for them to mess up this bad. 5707 says, Tori, I wonder why they still getting paid while they have been stripped of their guns and badges. This is what they do, these police unions. They got lawyers and all kinds of stuff, and they, you know, they keep the money flowing. You know, this is why they got them unions. Some unions, you could get, you know, you can resign and still, you know, still have benefits sometimes. You know what? I'm gonna go to this next story out of St. Louis. Family of a Steak and Shake. A worker allegedly killed over onion rings. Worker allegedly killed over onion rings. Calls for the death penalty for the suspect. They want the death penalty, Truth Nation. We got video on this out of St. Louis. If you're watching as we broadcast live, let's listen.
No, honey. Today. You're hearing and seeing the moment Chauncey Meekin's father and other family members learned someone was charged in her killing.
Wow. Wow.
First Alert 4 was at the vigil Monday outside the Spanish Lake Steak and Shake on Bell Fountain Road, where Chauncey worked and ultimately lost her life. Police say the 32-year-old was shot and killed in the drive-thru on the night of April 8th. Her mother told First Alert 4 an argument started over onion rings. Monday, St. Louis County prosecutors announced this woman, 20-year-old Jada Bell, is charged with 6 felonies in this case, including first-degree murder and armed criminal action.
I seen my daughter as she's going to be laid to rest. She looked beautiful. and she looked happy right now. I didn't know why, but now I know why she happy, because her crime has been solved. Chauncey, we got you. We got you, Sia. We got you,
Monday, the day before Chauncey's funeral, her family released balloons outside the Steak and Shake, saying the arrest won't bring her back, but it does bring them one step closer to accountability.
As a family, as a whole, we will be pushing for the death penalty, but not for revenge, to set an example. Because we need to stop this type of senseless violence out here. It doesn't make sense.
Senseless violence, they say, that could happen anywhere to anyone.
Chauncey just so happened to be in harm's way. This could have been anybody's job. At a convenience store buying potato chips, filling station taking too long at the pump.
That's my junior. I'm Chauncey Lavelle Meekins. She's Chauncey Lachelle Meekins. So you know.
Okay, well, I didn't hear how the onion rings was involved. Did you, Andrew? I mean, they say that she was ordering onion rings.
Yeah, through the drive-through.
So how did it escalate to the homicide?
You know, man, people like their onion rings.
What is going on with these restaurants and these, these fights that's breaking out in these restaurants, people getting killed over food, over menu items? We got another one that happened right here in the state of Wisconsin. In Muskego, we got a brawl at Taco Bell. They had a full-blown brawl at Taco Bell, and it's making its rounds right here in the state of Wisconsin. This is crazy footage. If y'all watch this rebroadcast live, I'm going to give y'all, this video so crazy, I'm going to give y'all, another 10 seconds to get, let's run the break and come back with the video, because y'all ain't going to believe how this brawl at Taco Bell went down. They got the exclusive footage circling around right now. What's in the food, Andrew? What's in the food that's making people lose their lives and lose their freedom right at these restaurants?
It's got too much testosterone in this food, Tori.
When we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversation. Stay locked in.
The Tori Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
Join Cousins Club Rewards today. Grab your first sub and your next one could be free. After your first qualifying purchase, you'll earn a free sub and start collecting points for free food, exclusive deals, and even Cousins gear. Sign up today. It's fast and easier than ever on the Cousins Subs app. Earn points online, on the app, or in store. However you enjoy Cousins Subs, your rewards are right at your fingertips. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem, but the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. It's a challenging time to be a black leader in America. Recently, my colleagues at Bloomberg Business Week brought together a group of prominent black executives to talk about how they're navigating the White House, rollbacks to DEI initiatives, and the current mood in America surrounding race. Chris Williams is chairman at Siebert Williams Shank & Company. He said tribalism and political division is playing into how diversity is being perceived.
There are mindsets that are pro and con DEI that are becoming more entrenched, one side or the other, because aside from race, on every aspect of American life, the differences, the gulf between one viewpoint and another viewpoint is more entrenched and clear.
Williams says the U.S. is philosophically divided on a number of issues. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Brewers' bats came to life, cracking out 15 hits and 13 runs to take the series opener from the Diamondbacks 13-2. The crew cranked out 7 runs in the 6th, extending their 6-2 lead to 13-2. Brewers manager Pat Murphy.
We hit a homer tonight. You guys know that? I ordered that. I asked Sal to do me a favor. Go ahead and homer and get these guys off my back. Ruthless guys.
The crew is back at it tonight against the Diamondbacks at 6:40. The Milwaukee Bucks still have yet to publicly announce their new head coach, Taylor Jenkins, which means the Bucks head coach job is still vacant. Doc Rivers officially stepped down as Bucks head coach on April 13th and retired on April 17th after 27 years of coaching. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
They getting tired of you, Tory. Every time you look up, they kicking another door. See, I told you the days of being silent are over. This is the time for your cup to run over. If you don't stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. You hear me? Let me tell you something. If you need me, you know how to find me. But keep doing what you doing. I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah. He who finds himself losing himself for my sake will find it. Yeah. And he who loses his life for my sake will find it. I've been praying for peace. I've been praying for peace.
Every child deserves a school that sees their brilliance. At Milwaukee College Prep, they believe in high expectations, strong character, and academic excellence starting at as early as age 3. MCP scholars continue to outperform their peers across Milwaukee. And the best part, MCP is tuition free. If you're looking for a school that partners with you, challenges your child, and prepares them for college and beyond, Milwaukee College Prep is the place. Visit MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com to learn more. That's MilwaukeeCollegePrep.com. Now, we got some security camera video that shows a fight inside a Taco Bell in Muskego. This happened last month. Police say the brawl broke out between 2 customers and several employees inside the restaurant. We got some footage if you watch it as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
It's issued in the case. Nick Bohr has the exclusive.
Muskego police responded to the Taco Bell on Janesville Road March 2nd for a report of an employee firing a gun.
Wearing a dark Taco Bell shirt and was shooting. He did shoot 2 to 3 rounds.
When they arrived, police didn't find any victims. Rather, the story of Taco Bell employees fighting back after 2 dissatisfied customers attacked them. Now we're seeing it for ourselves. In surveillance video obtained by 12 News, the driver of a vehicle in the drive-thru is seen arguing with a worker for at least 5 minutes before getting out of the car, still at the window, and coming inside. He bumps a worker as he tries to get behind the counter, and then he and his female friend, who has now joined him, shove their way to the food prep area, leading to more shoving and punches being thrown. As the belligerent customer goes down, his friend then exchanging blows with workers, one of whom has armed himself with a handgun, using it to hit the man, but he doesn't fire it. Another worker then throws a pitcher of hot water at the woman friend, leading to more brawling. That worker still holding his handgun, and even after the pair leave, they return, the man attacking the woman who had the water pitcher as she tries to fight him off. But still, they weren't quite done. The man returns again, shirt ripped, to toss food all around the kitchen area, joined by his friend, tossing cheese, chips, and anything else they could get their hands on onto the floor, generally trashing the restaurant before leaving, right before police arrive on scene.
Nick Bohr is joining us live in Muskego tonight.
Wow. Wow. Is it that serious? Is it that serious? And he got knocked out. The employee knocked him straight out at first. Yeah, he got ripped shirts. And they think they doing something, coming in there and tearing up the restaurant, things like that. I see more videos like this, though, where people are trying to attack the workers at the restaurant, going in there and tearing up the restaurant. What's going on? Like, this is, this is crazy. There's so many things going on in this world, but this right here is starting to get more stories like this, like every week now. Something going on with this food. Is it the chemicals? Is it addiction? Is it something going on? This is crackheadish behavior. I can't explain this type of behavior. Why are people going all out for a snack wrap, for something like a Taco Bell, for a taco, that's crazy.
Quesadillas are good. They're not that good.
Sir Charles says, on Taco Tuesdays with no tequila. With no tequila involved, anything can happen. Not really a city girl. Stupid people. Every other week, we getting restaurants where people are either fighting, shooting, or dying at the drive-thru. This happened from an argument. Maybe, I hate to think that getting the order wrong would cause all of this. Sometimes when you get that order wrong and you go home and you look in the bag and the order ain't right, you got to come all the way back up to the restaurant. Some people.
Oh no, you've come back.
So yeah, some people come back and be upset. Like, hey, I got the wrong thing, or I'm missing items.
Have you done that?
I never went back up there.
No,
but it has happened. I know some people who have.
I've had fries that got left out before. I've had a drink that was supposed to be a Coke, ends up being like a Dr. Pepper or something, Tori. But I've never been like, let me go make this everybody else's problem. I've never thought that.
Hey, look, like I'm gonna tell you right now, this is beyond me. I can't call it. I can't call this.
I'll be honest with you. If my friend said, hey, I drove back up to McDonald's to cause a problem, I'd say that's the biggest big back behavior ever. Like, you can't just be happy with your food, man. Just
run that video back, just the footage of the other employee with the pistol. He had to pull out the pistol, and then he got charged. Matter of fact, one of his loved ones hit me up and said that he was defending himself when we first broke the story. Like, I know the guy with the gun. One of his relatives hit me up because we ran this story right here on the show. And he was like, no, he got charged with not. I guess he had a permit, but it ran out and expired. So they let him off. They didn't even do. They told him to get his permit updated, his concealed carry, because Wisconsin is an open carry state. So you can have open carry, but if you're doing the conceal, you got to go through the classes and stuff like that. So he pulled out the pistol on him. Do you have to have a pistol on you at Taco? Well, I guess people do rob restaurants. But
it's not your job to then play like,
Well, if your life is at risk,
give him the food, give him the money.
Some people will shoot you and take the food and the money.
That's fair.
Why you take a chance on that? I don't know. Maybe working in the industry, the food industry is dangerous. What if he hadn't had the gun? But that first punch, he knocked him straight out. Go to where when they first come in and he knocked him out up against the ice machine. He come in from the drive-through and he pushes past a couple employees. He gets to the manager. This is the guy that had the pistol. He gets to the manager, gets knocked out straight by the ice machine. Bow. Look, now he upset. Now his ego is involved. Now they got to try to tear up the restaurant. And they said he had to fire a couple shots to get him out. Hey, it can get dangerous. All this for Taco Bell. Have Taco Bell ever tasted this good?
Absolutely not.
You must be ordering the wrong menu items, Andrew.
I go, I've had a couple, late night Taco Bell runs, Tori, but at no point have I ever been like, I got to put my hands on somebody over this.
Man.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, but man, this world's crazy, man.
Let me tell you something. He got knocked out. I guess he got hit with the pistol too, so I don't know. Like if you have no good intentions, if you leave your car in the drive-through and coming in to do something, like I'm pull out if I don't know what you got.
We're lucky the people who also were in line were like getting upset, Tori. Imagine that you order your food, you're waiting for it at the window. The guy in front of you gets out of his car. And now you're like, I'm not going to get to work on time. I'm going to be late for lunch.
Yeah. I'll say this. You don't go in and act like a bully and get beat up at the same time. And then his girl backing him or the girl that's with him, she with it. She with all of this. What started? They never say if it was a bad order. Look at the situation with the girl with the onion rings. They said it was all over onion rings. We still don't know what menu item was it over the Doritos Locos Taco?
Loco something.
Yeah, the Loco. Something was Loco. Wow. Well, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. I can't believe this. I gotta rest my brain because I don't still know why they even did all of this. For what? Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he's trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch The Tori Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Ruger's offices. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to head over to Maryland, and I'm going to tell y'all, Truth Nation, when we tell people everything don't need to be put on social media, y'all got to refer to this story. Everything don't need to be put out there on social media, but a suspect in a Maryland gas station shooting discusses the incident in a social media video. Wanted to get clout, trying to do anything for clout, and ended up getting in trouble. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some video from this. Let's listen.
Before Shantae Lachey O'Donnell was arrested, she posted a video online. And in that video, she brings up the shooting Howard County Police say she's responsible for.
I walk in the store, I steal everything. I shot that man because he has a demon spirit and he laughed in my face and thought it was funny. I bet he ain't laughing now.
This is the first video of O'Donnell to make the rounds online. Howard County Police say O'Donnell fired at a 65-year-old man at the Shell gas station off Cradle Rock Way in Columbia's Owen Brown neighborhood. He was taken to shock trauma and, according to police, is still in serious condition. The community has been on edge since it happened Friday night.
I never expect that happening across the street from my house.
I think I would probably think twice, maybe not come after dark.
O'Donnell wouldn't be arrested until 4 days later, nearly 300 miles away. According to Binghamton Police in New York, officers found her in a parking lot in a city near the New York-Pennsylvania border after her license plate tied her to an investigation in her home state of Virginia. Those officers recognized her from the security camera footage, helping identify her to Howard County Police. Binghamton Police charged her for having 2 guns.
What? And then she went to social media? What? I don't know. I don't know about this. Then she said he had the demons in him. Like, that's how you know she might get the Slender Man deal from this. They may give her the Slender Man case, like the mental health issue. I don't know, because this is why I tell people, why do y'all run to social media and tell everything? Even murders, even attempted murder. Y'all just y'all addicted to them phones. I know some people that can't wait to put a post up and they only get like 2 likes on it. Like nobody is, for some reason they think the world is watching their page. And they post and they get like 3-4 likes and stuff like that. And then they make up for it by saying, okay, they just didn't like the post, but they saw it, right? Because all I'm saying is, why do people put everything on social media? Now, this lady shouldn't have went to the gas station with a pistol and did that. She need to be in prison, period. But to do that and run to social media in the car, looked like she was still in the lot of the gas. Looked like she's still in the store lot. I mean, what is really going? Look at this. She looked like she's still at the gas pump and went live on social media. Like she didn't even drive off or something. Like she had to make a post first. This is wild. I don't know what's going on with these restaurants. I don't know what's going on with these folks that's, she said maybe she heard voices. Maybe she was hearing voices. And she had that much energy to go, and do some self-reflection, she probably wouldn't have been involved in this situation. Like, I don't know what would drive somebody to commit a crime and then tell on yourself. But that's what they say some of these rappers do. They say some of these rappers go and make music about crimes that they did committed. Mo the Elephant says, Tory, nobody wants to like it. Nobody wants to like it, then get arrested for liking it. I don't know. Like, why? I don't know. It's some people right now like that. Y'all finna go live right now, and only 5 people gonna be watching, and then y'all telling on yourself. Like, I don't know. I know a woman that did something, and CPS came after her and her kids for going live on social media, and the house was all nasty, and the kids was in the background with the diapers on and stuff. Like, it looked crazy, but she was so focused on trying to get connected to social media and tell what she wanted to tell that she didn't even have the house looking right. Kids running around looking like they starving, like, and they came to hit her up. 2 white women and 5 police officers came to get her. CPS. Hey, don't call me. I can't help you. I can't help you. Also, there's a story that's going around about these Buddhist monks. They say 22 Buddhist monks were detained for trying to smuggle cannabis, trying to smuggle the weed. Now, didn't the Buddhist monks just go on a walk? Everybody was like, hey, that's powerful.
Got to be different monks, right?
There's got to be some. These are other ones.
Other monks.
I don't think these are the ones that went for the walk. But they was just praising the monks. The monks just was getting good publicity.
All that good PR down the drain.
All that good PR down the drain. They saying 110 kilograms of powerful cannabis. Hey, monks need to relax too. How you think they get in that deep meditation? How you think that they get into that deep zone where they can elevate off the ground, where they can start floating? I guess if you can get to the point where you can meditate so hard, you can start floating, I guess. Yeah. And next thing you know, like, I guess they need that powerful cannabis.
Puff, puff.
Puff, puff, pass. Right where, I don't know. But I guess they was they smuggling it or was they using it? Well, and what's the best way to smuggle stuff? Who's gonna think that the monks got cannabis?
Who's shaking down a monk?
Who's gonna shake down God's people? The monk that's supposed to be so close to God. Hey, I'm wondering how many times that they were successful at this. Seems like they was, you wouldn't hit a monk, would you? You wouldn't search a monk, would you? I mean,
I've got a lot of conflicts like that, Tory.
Wow. I wonder, did they do any drug tests on the monk to make sure that they have cannabis in their system? Were they users, or was this something that they was trying to? Was they using this to fund the operations, or what?
How much you think it costs to run a monk place?
I don't know, but it ain't cheap. It can't be cheap. Don't they do karate? I don't know.
That's kung fu.
Okay, I got it. I was playing too much Street Fighter. I was playing too much fighting video games over the weekend, and I guess the Shaolin monks. I guess they the fighters. All monks don't fight, I guess. Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. Well, let me see. I think I want to get this. The Antetokounmpo bros, the brothers, hosted an MPS design contest for shoes. The Antetokounmpo brothers. They looking for shoe designs. They got the MPS kids involved. This is a good story. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, let's listen.
Kumbro store director Nima Ruparol says that he is not only a Milwaukee native, but he's a sneakerhead and on a mission to give back to the next generation. Now partnering with MPS, students now have the opportunity to bring their passion for fashion to the next level. Now the rules are simple for this 3D shoe printing contest. Students will design a shoe either as an individual or as a group. Their shoe designs will then be printed using a 3D printing machine, developing into a miniature-sized shoe. Designs will be scored and the prizes will follow. Nemo, who was born and raised in Milwaukee, says that this is a dream come true to give back to the next generation.
There's a lot more opportunity than there once was, but it's just kind of cool seeing it, come to light. For the youth, there's a lot more opportunities, that are presenting themselves. So doing things in the community are, it's kind of cool to see, different things pop up.
Now, the event will run from 10 a.m. to noon here at the Baird Center. Several MPS high schools will be represented here, and students that will or who will create those shoe designs, those designs will then go into a digital shoe museum. Reporting.
Oh, wow. That's what's up. I mean, if Giannis sticks around, that could be great. You know what I mean? Like, the kids will have their shoe designs in a place where, they can continue to say, hey, look, we did this. This is a great. I think that what Antetokounmpo, what they're doing, what the brothers are doing, I think that's good for kids when they do the shoe design. I think what Shake is doing, Eric Shake James is doing with Adidas. We got Nike and Adidas allowing these kids to get involved into some of the designing. That's powerful.
Oh, I'll tell you, man, when I was a kid, I used to do the Nike ID. You go online, you could create your own shoe, and I made like hundreds of pairs of Hyper Dunks. Now, I didn't buy them, obviously, but it was cool just to get in there and just try to design your shoe,
Well, salute. That's a good note. I mean, I'm not going to, I may drive past Taco Bell and just try to, keep my head on the swivel, but hey.
I'll tell you, every time we do these fast food stories, Tori, I think to myself, man, I'm really glad I don't stop and go to these fast food places anymore.
Yeah, you put the fork down.
I have, yeah.
How much weight have you lost total now?
We got down to 210 the other day.
What?
Yeah, which would be 52 pounds.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, I think I'm just now getting to my 11th pound loss.
Nice.
I'm doing this slow. I mean, I'm on my slow motion. I haven't even hit the gym hard yet.
No.
I'm just cutting back.
I'm trying to get ready for summer, bro. May's right around the corner. It's almost go time.
But when I turn it up, because I did go to the gym Sunday morning. I just kind of walked, did a little walking, did a little bench, little back, little shoulders.
Well, I'll tell you,
I'm getting back into it.
I was walking around the other day, Tori, and I said to myself, man, this shirt's getting a little big on me, so it might be time to add more clothes to the closet.
Here we go. Well, Truth Nation, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Salute to everybody in the chat. Another powerful chat. We appreciate everybody that joins the show and to talk to text in the chat. We didn't have much with the lines being open today, but we're going to open up the lines tomorrow for everybody. We had guests today. Salute to the guests that came through. Hey, look, keep your head on a swivel. Ring don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Today's Community Spotlight on the award-winning 1017